We walked the whole next day. Sara had said that we could go to the village today, where they could give us some food on our way, and then we would continue to the unicorn land. I was really excited about it. I'd heard that they never let anyone visit their land, but it was they who traveled to the different tribes to share their wisdom. Apart from Sara, I'd never met the unicorn, and I couldn't imagine seeing so many of them at once. My little brother would be thrilled to hear about it. I just hoped it wouldn't be dangerous. But then, if Sara thought it was safe, it probably was. It was late in the afternoon when Sara finally halted and gestured to the hill in the distance. We've arrived. She had told us that me and Silvi would walk there by ourselves. She couldn't show herself, in case they found out that she was going to the unicorn land, and Cat didn't want to reveal where she was either. I'd never asked for supplies in any village, but Cat had explained what we would do, and said it wouldn't be difficult. As we came closer, I could see the houses at the foot of the hill. Sara halted and turned to us. I'll wait here. Cat, go with them as close as you can. Cat nodded. She would come with us and help us carry what we bought. She gestured for us to follow her, and as we came closer, I could see people working in the fields. There wasn't so much of a village, I saw, as several farms grouped together. She halted while we were still out of view. I'll stay here. I nodded and followed Silvi as she made her way to the farms. As we came closer, a man sitting on the stairs to one of them got up and walked over to us. He was clad in a tunic, with a queen's heraldry on the chest, and he towered over us as he halted. Travelers? Silvi nodded. Please, our journey is long, and we are in need of supplies. He grumbled, but gestured for one of the men standing in the field. He glanced around. Almost no one paid us any attention. Maybe they were used to travelers coming here. The men had disappeared into the barn, but they soon came back with a sack of what seemed like food and a coat of fur. The man in the queen's tunic waved off the other as they halted before us, and then dropped the sack to the ground. Silvi took out a pouch with coins that Cat had given her, and without looking, handed him one. It was golden, bigger than I'd ever seen, and the man stared at it as he took it. So, is there more where that came from? He asked as he pocketed the coin. I could buy myself a village for that money. He peered at the pouch in Silvi's hand. Silvi shook her head and bent down to take the fur, when the man pushed her back. I said, is there more where that came from? We've given you the money, Silvi said hesitantly. Oh, yeah, but you seem to be in good supply of them. He took a step forward and reached for the pouch, but Silvi staggered back. It's our money. He didn't answer this time, but lunged forward and took hold of the pouch. And I'm in need of it. He struggled to break it free from her hold, but she refused to give it up. Don't force me to... He grabbed the knife from his belt and raised it, and everything went so fast. I lunged forward, pulling my knife, and it landed deep inside of him. He screamed and stumbled back, holding his chest. I heard people screaming, and someone pulled my arm, but I couldn't move. What had I done? I stared at the weapon in my hand. What had I done? He glared at me. You little... He raised his knife and lunged for me, but before I had time to react, Cat rushed out, tackling him to the ground. I stumbled back, seeing them struggle on the ground. What had I done? Someone screamed, and the man fell still. What had we done? Cat stood up, wiping the blood from her face. Are you okay? I glanced at the man lying still on the ground. Is he? The bastard was lucky I had to be quick, she grunted.